So I received an email the other day. Evernote Basic is changing. Now, moving forward, we can only use Evernote with 2 devices. That caught me by surprise. I happen to use Evernote on at least 4 different devices, depending on the week or the job I'm doing. So I did a bit of research. Turns out it's only referring to devices where you actually download the app. That could include any handheld or your computer. This limit does not include web-based access. So here's a way around it. The first thing you'll need to do, go to Evernote's device page. Disable all but 2 of your devices. Make sure the remaining 2 are handheld. Check below for a link to that page. Okay, so we're set up with 2 handhelds as our registered devices with Evernote. I still like to use Evernote with my computer. So what I'm going to do is open Evernote on the web, highlight this area here where the address is. I'm going to grab that elephant and drag him down to the desktop. Sorry, I'm assuming it's a boy. We'll quickly rename that to something more appropriate. How about Evernote Web? So we have our shortcut, but this is kind of ugly. I want to replace that icon associated with that shortcut with something a little bit cooler. Use Google, type in Evernote transparent icon, go to images, and find one that you kind of like. I like this one here. Check out this checkerboard pattern in the background. That's showing us that this is a transparent background. So that means we won't have a white box around the cool elephant and green thingy. What does that mean? It'll look more like these icons down on the dock. A nice icon with no white box background behind it. So, to make our own fancy icon, we're going to drag this elephant head over to the desktop. On my web browser, I'm going to go to iconverticons.com. We have to convert the icon because it has to be a very specific file format in order to go into our desktop shortcut that we created earlier. So I'm going to use the online conversion tool. I'm going to drag this elephant head into this conversion box. Some sorcery, tomfoolery, or maybe some witchcraft is going to happen here, and it's going to convert the icon into something that we can use. So a bunch of buttons show up here. I'm interested mostly in this one here that says icons with the down arrow beside it. I'm going to grab the icon that's specific for Finder. Touching on that will cause the thing to jump into my download box. I'm going to open that. It's going to unzip itself, and now we have this fancy icon file that we can actually use for our shortcut. So back on the desktop, highlight the shortcut and press Command-I. This brings up the information window. Up here we see this little icon. That's what we're going to be working with. So we're going to drag our icon that we just converted onto that icon up there. Boom! We have a new icon. That's a sexy icon. So now we have a proper link to Evernote Web. I'm going to open up the applications view in my Finder here, and I'm going to drag this link right into that window. I have my old Evernote application that I'm going to have to delete now, and my Evernote Web, which I can now use to access Evernote just as any other native app on my computer. So let's close that, and what I'm going to do now is just drag this icon down to my dock. Now, for whatever reason, I can't put it on the left-hand side, but I can put it to the right-hand side of that perforated line. Now I have quick access to Evernote on my computer, in addition to the 2 handheld devices I have registered. So now my basic Evernote use still contains 3 devices, which hopefully will suit my needs.